Nostro and vostro are accounting terms used to distinguish an account held for another entity from an account another entity holds. The entities in question are almost always, but need not be, banks. Origin: it helps to recall that the term account refers to a record of transactions, whether current, past or future, and whether in money, or shares, or other countable commodities. Originally a bank account just meant the record kept by a banker of the money they were holding on behalf of a customer, and how that changed as the customer made deposits and withdrawals. Some customers will keep their own records of their transactions, for instance, so they can check for errors by the bank. That record kept by the customer is also an account of the money the bank is holding for them. When that customer is another bank, since they also keep other accounts, there is a need to clearly differentiate between these two types of accounts. Understanding terminology, definition: the terms nostro and vostro remove the potential ambiguity when referring to these two separate accounts of the same balance and set of transactions. Speaking from the bank's point of view, a nostro is our account of your money, held by you, a vostro is your account of our money, held by us. Note that all bank accounts as the term is normally understood, including personal or corporate checking, loan, and savings accounts, are treated as vostros by the bank. They also regard as vostro purely internal funds such as treasury, trading and suspense accounts. Although there is no you in the sense of an external customer, the money is still held by us. Base description: thus basically the terms can be described as, a nostro account is one which is held within a foreign country by a domestic bank, in the currency of the foreign country. These accounts are utilized for facilitating the settlements of forex and foreign trades. A vostro account is one which is held within a domestic country by a foreign bank, in the currency of the domestic country. For these accounts the domestic bank is acting like a custodian or managing the accounts of a foreign counterpart. This is also known as a loro account. A client bank elects to open an account, nostro, with another facilitator bank, in the absence of having access to primary clearing arrangements, for settling treasury or trade transactions. The facilitator bank may or may not directly be a participant of the primary clearing system or even be in the country of the origin of currency. From the facilitator bank's perspective, the client bank's account is a vostro. Accounting conventions: a bank counts a nostro account with a debit balance as a cash asset in its balance sheet. Conversely, a vostro account with a credit balance is a liability, and a vostro with a debit balance is an asset. Thus in many banks a credit entry on an account is regarded as negative movement, and a debit is positive, the reverse of usual commercial accounting conventions. With the advent of computerized accounting, nostros and vostros just need to have opposite signs within any one bank's accounting system. That is, if a nostro in credit has a positive sign, then a vostro in credit must have a negative sign. This allows for a reconciliation by summing all accounts to zero, the basic premise of double-entry bookkeeping. Typical usage: nostro accounts are mostly commonly used for currency settlement, where a bank or other financial institution needs to hold balances in a currency other than its home accounting unit. For example, First National Bank of A does some transactions in USD, but banks in A will only handle payments in AUD. So FNB of A opens a USD account at Foreign Bank Credit Mutual de B, and instructs all counterparties to settle transactions in USD at account number 123,456 in name of FNBA, at CMB, X branch. FNBA maintains its own records of that account, for reconciliation. This is its nostro account. CMB's record of the same account is the vostro account. Now, FNBA sells $1 million Australian dollars to C for a net consideration of $2 million US. FNBA will make the following entries in its own accounting system. Over at CMB, they record the following transaction. This is somewhat simplified. In reality, C may not have an account with FNBA's corresponding bank, and will make settlement by check or some form of electronic funds transfer. In this case, CMB will make entries on several other accounts, such as a teller's receiving account, or a clearing account with the third bank that the check was written on. Related expressions: There is also the notion of a loro account, which is a record of an account held by a second bank on behalf of a third party. That is, my record of their account with you. In practice this is rarely used, the main exception being complex syndicated financing. In the same style as above, a loro is our account of their money, held by you. See also, correspondent account, external links, Nostro accounts in Forex market at GetHow, vostro accounts in Forex market at GetHow, Nostro accounts, definition at Investopedia, vostro accounts, definition at Investopedia.